double fisting.
Yeah, bang, 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 bang. And then I'm in the
Bang,
kitchen.
bang. You and the boys.
Just
Bang, 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 bang.
Birds, five birds, birds, five birds, birds, five birds, five birds in a mic. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to episode 58 of Five Birds in a Mic. Well, we've had the announcement. We are ready, aren't we, girls? Boris has given us some dates to go back to normal. So we will be frequenting the shop once again on, is it the 12th of April?
Yes, sir.
Which is pretty exciting. Also got a nervous sweat on, not going to lie to you. It made me laugh. So obviously it all came out and the news media was going bloody nuts and the memes were all getting created. And then there was one meme and they'd taken the road map, the different coloured road map, and someone had changed it to just when you can drink and with who. And I much preferred that. I was like, yeah, that's great. I saw another fantastic one with Ant and Dec. And it was like, you know, when they do it on Saturday Night Takeaway and they like whisper stuff that the other person has to do as if it's a secret.
Yeah.
I'll find it. Yeah, I'll share it. But yeah, made me smile. How are we feeling about it all? What are we happy about? Let's start with a positive.
Oh, June. I mean, who's not happy for that? June. If like, do you know what? I feel like I've got massive trust issues though now.
Yeah,
I've got trust issues with him because he's saying this to me, but then if it gets to June the 21st and I'm not out with a fucking gin and tonic in my hand with flesh on show,
shit's gonna kick off.
I'm not gonna be happy. So I'm a bit like, I'm really excited, but I'm also like, we have been in this state for how long now? Like, it doesn't seem like the end is ever going to come.
No. Well, I did some working out last night, and the year anniversary of lockdowns is the 23rd of March.
So that's next month.
Yeah.
Like,
4 weeks, and it'll be a year since we've been living our best lockdown life. And then I was thinking about it in the shower, and it was something like, from year to date, we've only spent the last, I think it's 5, just short of 6 months in work.
That's mental.
But that's year to date, yeah. I'm happy about the pubs opening.
I'm going to get used to that.
I'm not, it's weird in that I'm giddy, like, I want to pay for overpriced wine. I want someone's fag smoke to blow over my face. I want someone's kid to be causing fucking chaos in a corner. And I want all of that. A bit of sun on my back. Not a lot. Only like, 21 degree. Just on the back of my neck. And I just want it so I can people watch. But at the same time, I have definitely developed, I don't know what, there must be a thing for it. It's
PTSD.
Like, yeah, but it's like agoraphobia, but with loads of people.
Yeah, agoraphobia,
like
social phobia.
Social anxiety.
Social phobia. Yeah.
Social anxiety.
It's like I don't want too many people around me. Like I want to watch you all, but I want you to maintain distance.
Yeah.
Like I've just got my bubble, my personal space expanded. I've just put on a few extensions, so I don't.
What things do you want to like carry on after it's all gone and it's just another little flu season thing? What habits that we've picked up do you want to carry? Do you want to keep?
Limited numbers in shopping, supermarkets. That can stay. Love that. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I quite like masks.
No.
I don't mind it.
No.
I see the appeal.
I don't mind it. I can tell people to fuck off without them seeing it.
No.
Yeah, I go for a walk every morning here and I wear my mask, one, to cover up because I have melasma hyperpigmentation problems. So that covers that up. 2, because I sing to my music on my phone and nobody knows that I'm singing. Like a maniac, nobody knows. If someone drives past, they can't see that I'm singing word to word, Nelly, Dilemma. No one knows. So yeah, I quite like that about it.
I think
it's weird. There are a few things. I like the slow, like before lockdown, Oscar was obviously he had hockey, football, swimming.
Yeah.
Bella had to go with me wherever Oscar was doing that. Rob had, practice, golf, all his activities. I basically don't have any activities because it revolves around everybody else's, which will change now because I'm not going back to them habits.
No.
But like when I look back on that, I think, how did I even do that and work? I don't know how I did it. So that's one thing that I need to reassess when things start happening again. What is essential and what can take some stress out of life that is not essential? It doesn't need to play football as well as 2 training practices of hockey.
Yeah.
Like some things need to change to keep it, because I quite like that all slowed down. That was a massive relief that I didn't even realise I needed. Yeah. And when I look back now, I think, oh my God, I was literally run ragged, absolutely run ragged. And just like on a weekend, on a Sunday, obviously, like here we go for walks and what have you, but at home on a Sunday, me and Bex meet up and we take the kids to the woods to feed the horses, and they just walk in the woods. I mean, there's a lot of tantrums. Some days it's boring for them, but most of the time they love it. It's free. It doesn't cost us a penny. They're out in the fresh air, and we both, me and Becky said, let's keep doing this. Even when things goes back to normal, let's carry on doing this with them. Yeah.
I think it's one of those, isn't it, where it's been the perfect excuse to not have to do shit you didn't want to do, but socially you feel like you had to say yes. So it's been a free pass from that, but then it's all the stuff, everything that's just gone back to basics with the kids, and it's just I don't know, the basics of keeping them entertained and keeping them happy, but getting them outside. And you think, so why was I paying 12 quid to go and run around in a sweaty hall on like wax covered puffs? Do you know what I mean?
It's so true. Bella doesn't, I mean, obviously she's 2, so she's had a year of her life has been in this state, and she is quite content now that she goes and plays outside in the garden and she's in the living room, and that's her day. And it's sad, I know that sounds really sad, but she's quite happy with just a simple, like, really, you want to play, you go outside and play. She plays with rocks. She'll sit and play with rocks, that girl. Like, that's entertaining for her.
But then it's nice, isn't it? Because she'll probably end up being quite an outdoorsy baby now. Yeah, she'll probably get to a point where she's kicking off because she can't play in the garden because it's pissing it down in rain. She'll end up being one of those babies.
Yeah, so, there are some benefits, aren't there, to what we've endured. But I do feel quite anxious about everything. I'm excited, but I am anxious about, like, everything's coming back. Like, my schedule is going to be back to
I feel like now, there's walls and they're at a distance. And at the minute, I just feel like it's like, oh, they're coming back in, they're going to meet any second. I think it's just work. I think that's what it is. I think we'll have to do it's going to be a bit of like a taster through March. Let's get used to it. Let's start going in a bit more. And then just that first week of April. I mean, yesterday, the socials went nuts. The socials went absolutely nuts. I've never seen anything like it. Yeah. I got under the duvet at one point. So I was like, I can't.
Yeah. I bet.
And that's it. That's just going to be normal. We're just going to be back to that.
Very, very busy. But it'll be good, though. It'll be good. What's everyone been up to this week? What's been kicking off or not kicking off?
Absolutely sweet FA, to be fair. I mean, I've not even got a highlight. A highlight, obviously, is I'm in Italy and it's gorgeous. So I can't sound like a spoiled bastard. I'm just really ungrateful. But obviously we're in lockdown here, so it's a bit like
much of the same
as what you guys are all doing at home. Just surviving with the kids, attempting to homeschool, which is just hell on earth. In fact, Oscar went for a skate today instead of homeschool.
Let him do
He's
it.
gone for a skate. He's gone for a skate. So yeah, he went for a skate and went to the gym with Rob. That was homeschool today. And I'm happy with that.
He did a sports day.
He did PE. So long as he's not sat on his PlayStation or on his tablet, that's the main thing, isn't it? So,
100%. 100%. Maggie, what have you been up to?
Weirdly enough, I was literally talking about this yesterday with the housemates, and they're like, "Oh, how's it been in Brid, or what have you done at the weekend?" And I was like, "I'm actually to the point that I'm sick of people asking me it because I've got nothing to say, got nothing to say back, and it just reminds me that I've got nothing going on because I try and think about it, and I'm like, and then I'll think about something, I'll be like, oh,
do you start yawning? Do you start yawning?
Be like, oh, this happened, and be like, oh yeah, you told us that last week. It's like, was that?
Oh, that's it. I'm out of ideas. I'm done.
Nothing. There's nothing else to say, and I'm looking forward to just having something other than. I've started knitting.
Oh my god!
Wow,
that's
knitting. A good colour. To be fair, I love that.
Yeah.
What are you making?
What are you doing? A pearl knit?
I don't know. I feel like it's a funky flag.
Right.
The idea is to do a scarf. But it takes ages, man. It's taking ages.
Yeah, it does.
It'll be ready for next winter, though.
Oh, I'm so bored. I'm so bored. I've completed a jigsaw, which took me over a month.
Have you completed Netflix?
I've completed Netflix.
Yeah. Rob's completed Netflix.
I've completed Prime. I've completed Disney. And I'm just running out of things. I
feel like you should buy yourself an old PlayStation or something off eBay.
I've got one. I've completed PS4. Completed it.
What are you playing?
Little Big Planet.
Okay.
Get Fortnite. Get Fortnite, Megan. You can play with Oscar.
Yeah, Call of Duty or something. Treat yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think it's weird because I've had a big change between before lockdown and now. I know my life is going to be different in this lockdown, and I'm a bit like, I don't know. Like, I don't
when
think
you come out of it
before. Because now I'm like, you've got to do this, you've got to go out and you've got to enjoy this, you've got to go out for drinks, and I'm so looking forward to it because, oh my God, I've been craving it since it all happened. I deserve that blowout and I've not been able to have it. But now that it's coming, I'm a bit like, oh God, I'm going to have to be social. Like, I can't be a little hermit anymore, like in my room. Like, it's gonna be weird. Like, it's been, I tell you, the one thing that I've liked is a bit of an excuse is if anyone's like started chatting to me, I'll chat back and everything, and then they'll be like, should we meet up? And I'll be like, oh, well, at the moment, obviously we can't. So I've got a good way of saying no. Yes. It's like, I'm not going for a walk. And a hot chocolate.
No, fuck that.
Why would
Jesus, what are you going to do? Get your thermal flask out?
No, that's not what I want. But so it's been a really good excuse because I'm enjoying speaking to people. Don't want to meet up with anyone. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah. So this has been a really good excuse. What excuse am I going to have?
I don't think there'll be one.
You're just going to have to learn to be absolutely brutal, babe, and just be like, actually, change my mind. Lol, don't want to go any further.
Block.
Bye.
Yeah.
Or I'll just go out and get some food. Try some food.
Yeah.
And
get a free Nando's and then you can go home again.
Yeah.
So I have enjoyed that part of it, to be fair, whereas now it's like, oh my God, I'm not going to... anyone saying, oh, have you been able to do this or since it all happened? It's been like, oh, no, I can't. With everything going on, I'm going to have no excuse. I'm going to have to actually be social.
Yeah, but do you know what? You could just get people to meet you for a drink at Hopper, like just after work.
Yes.
Just say, oh, yeah, let's just meet. I feel like just say, nothing intense, no meal or anything. And then you can gauge what they like. And then worst case, you can always say, oh, shit, sorry, I've got to go back to work now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Very good. That's a very
good. Always have an escape plan.
Yeah. I'm just at the point where I get anxiety if anyone messages me, because I'm like, I just don't, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
You could have like residual respiratory issues from an imaginary bout of COVID. So you can be social, but only to a certain extent. And then, maybe you can have a little cough and say, I've got to go.
Yeah. Oh, it's flaring up.
Flaring up.
Yeah.
Flaring up.
Just an idea.
I like that.
Yeah. I'll get thinking. I've got a bit of time yet to think about it.
You're good at acting.
I'm so
You're fucking the best at acting, babe. You'll be absolutely fine. You'll start crying and say someone died. We all know that. I was worried about you then for a second, and then I remembered who you were. Do we know who you are? Do we? Do we even know?
And when you're yawning during the day, you could say that that's part of the, oxygen deprivation type of thing.
Oh, you could say you're, what's it called? Narcoleptic.
Where you just fall asleep.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
How are you going to stop yourself yawning on dates?
I can be like,
sneaky yawn.
So funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
He'd be like, I was just explaining how my nan died.
I can do that shocked as well. I can be like, oh my god.
And then swallow it.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh god, just think of all the Rona chat you're going to have on first dates.
Died, yeah.
Rona.
How was
How's lockdown been?
How was your
the
lockdown?
small chat, man. It's just going to be shit, isn't it? And that's what I hate. That is honestly what I can't stand. The getting to know each other stage, the boring speaking stage. I just don't want it. Don't want it.
Unfortunately, I think that's because of what we do at work as well.
Yeah.
Because we do it at work because we genuinely love to get to know obviously all our brides and what they're doing.
Yeah.
So then when you finish work, you do kind of just want to switch your brain off.
Yeah.
And just it's an effort to talk and be making the conversation but hopefully you might meet some guy who he puts the effort in and he takes control of the convo. You never know.
Or you might meet a guy that's interesting.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Maybe.
I know that's high standards.
Maybe.
That's a high bar. In Sheffield.
Oh, well, that's the hope, isn't it?
You're actually interested.
He's out there. But don't find him yet. Don't you be getting fucking wifed up yet.
Just boring
you
guys
need
for
a summer, my darling. Have a summer.
I know, but then I'm like,
2021.
we're gonna be back at work. I don't know how. I'm only just going to be able to juggle being back at work full time. I can't juggle that and a social life. The idea of finishing on a Saturday and then going out.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's a whole new vibe, and it's a whole different type of energy. You will find the energy will find you.
Or you'll join the monster crew.
Yeah.
You know how I have a monster on the drive home to go back to the kids? You can have a monster
be on the way
to go on your date.
What flavour do you have?
I like the one in the white can that's like a blue colour.
No sugar.
Purple Parma Violet one. Yeah, sugar free. I mean, there's so much caffeine in it. Could you imagine if we had the sugar as well?
I like the one that's in the Day of the Dead can. I don't know if it's like a mango or something.
Oh,
proper colourful.
Yeah.
When I do my nerd weekends away once a year with my friends, we play video games. I always go for I don't drink Monster, but on that weekend, the cabin weekend, I do. It's the pineapple one, Ripper. That's the one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the
do you
Ripper
put booze in it?
I drink. So
do
what
you
I
have
do
alcohol
is
in it?
you got your Jamesons and your Coke Zero for some reason. I don't know why I do zero.
Yeah.
And then a monster a day, towards 1 a.m. something like that.
Double fisting.
Yeah, bang, 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 bang. And then I'm in the
bang,
kitchen.
Bang. You and the boys.
Just
bang, 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 bang.
Monster. Coke Zero. Ripper. And then I go in the kitchen, because I usually get a place in the kitchen, and I cook up a little meal, and then I bring it over, and they're all sat in the corner on 3 computers, and we play computer games 24/7. Going to Scarborough it was booked for October, it was booked to November, then rebooked it for Jan, and now I've rebooked it for next November. So 3 nights.
Nice.
What do you play?
I think we'll play COD.
Do you play against each other or with together?
In a team, yeah. Because only one of us is any good. So the other two, we've got families and we're terrible at video games. We play like 2 or 3 times a year. So like he'll win the rounds for us, and we'll just kind of tag along. Yeah, it's really good fun. Really nerdy, but you need it.
No, Rob loves like COD kept him going when I wasn't here. He'd just go on COD all day and play with his brothers and stuff, and then obviously then he downloaded Fortnite so that he could play with Oscar. And the only time Oscar wanted to talk to Rob was through Fortnite. He didn't want to call him.
We can't just call and talk.
He just wanted to play Fortnite.
Maybe in a couple of generations we'll be able to do that, but right now we need to be doing something that involves like killing.
Killing people, shooting people. Yeah.
That's the way we do it. No small talk.
Good grief. Straight with the bullet to the head. I see. It's good etiquette. I like it.
Monster.
Well, I managed to sustain quite an injury on Saturday.
Another one?
Mate, so Friday, obviously it's a Friday. I'd not drunk all week. It was Friday. I'm having a drink. It's the weekend. YOLO. So I had a beautiful bottle of rosé. I know it's a good bottle of rosé. It was a good introductory whilst I cook tea bottle. Loved it. And then when I was buying that, I was like, oh, that's a pretty label. Oh, from Australia. That'll be quite nice on the palate. Didn't know what the wine was. Didn't even read it. I just picked it up because it was on offer. So when I put the wine in my mouth, it was like I was sucking on like a mineral stone. Does that make sense? Like it just tasted like a rock.
Earthy.
Yeah, really earthy, which isn't really my
Lots of
thing.
tannins.
And I was like,
tannin heavy.
Like a vegan wine.
Well, funny you should say that, Emma. Funny you should say it, because I got halfway down the bottle. I was like, this is vile. There's something missing from this. Went to the kitchen, read it. It was fucking vegan wine. The next day, I have never felt so ill in my entire life. We all know that I can sink 2 bottles of wine easy without a second thought.
Vegan, I don't get that.
It's just grapes.
No,
it's the way that. So when it's been. Yeah, when it gets filtered, there's a certain section of the process where 9 times out of 10 it'll go through some kind of fish.
What
Process to filter?
Fish.
That's
it'll go
why
through a fish.
Not through.
Feed it through.
I don't want to gross people out because not a lot of people know. But basically there's a section of the winemaking where the wine will get passed through fish products and bits. And as a part of the filtration process, it happens quite early on, but that is why wine is not vegan. If that is a shock to you and you are a vegan, I am sorry. But that is why wine is not vegan. And this vegan wine was vegan wine. And I felt ill the next day. So run day was cancelled. And I was like, take me out for a walk, yomp me as much as you want. I cannot run. So we get bundled up. Steve dragged me off. So we're off. So we walk from Rennieshaw down the Transpennine path all the way down to Rother Valley, round Rother Valley.
Nice. Wow.
And then come all the back.
Walk.
Just short of 8 miles. So that, great.
Jesus.
That was lovely. And obviously I moaned throughout the entirety of it. I was tired. My legs hurt. One of my legs stopped working. My ankle hurt. I was just moaning like a child.
You were vegan. You were fucking vegan.
I didn't have all of my proteins. That's why. That
was what it was.
It was.
You needed that fish shit in you.
But there was 2 things that I moaned about once and incredibly briefly. That I just, in fact, once. So I ended up, when I got home, I looked down at my feet, took my socks off because I was covered in mud, and I looked down and I was like, "Well, why has my toe changed shape? Have I grown like a bunion or something on the walk?" I'd basically got a massive blister on the outside of my big toe that I'd not even realised. So I'd not even had a chance to moan about that. So that was injury number one. Now, briefly on the way back, I was joking. It's a running joke with me and Steve. And I've done so much exercise. I can feel my muscles like they're already 10 times bigger. Like they're just strong. It's not the same bum that you know. It's not squidgy anymore. I'm like the Hulk, right? Thinks it's hilarious. I think I'm telling the truth. On the way back from this walk, I was like, my arse feels so tight that I don't think I can take a full step. Like my leg is restricted in movement because my arse cheeks are that firm and juicy with muscle. He didn't believe me. It was true. And I said, but the real problem is that there's two bum cheeks, isn't there? And I was wearing a thong. I said, my muscles, my bum is that pert and perfect right now. My thong doesn't feel like it can fit in between my bum cheeks. I feel like it's rubbing. And he was like, right, just one, you're fucking ridiculous. That's not a thing. Two, you've gone on a walk. Right? You and Paula Radcliffe are not in the same category. Let's just calm down and let's get back. Well, let me tell you, I was running a bath and I stripped off and I was like, oh, it's stinging, really stinging. I go upstairs, I get in front of the mirror in the bedroom, you know, and you have to like do a bend over and look back at yourself. Yeah. Cheeks apart, two perfect lines down the inside of my bum cheeks. One had a blister. One line physically had blisters.
Oh my God, it's like my bum injury. So painful.
It's like your bum. Yeah.
So painful.
We had a moment. I made him come up and inspect it and have a look. I got in the bath and then all night I made him put Sudocrem on every 2 hours. Yeah. So that was my Saturday. I was furious.
Blistered to fuck everywhere.
Never wearing a thong for exercise again. So that's a little fun fact for you. Big pants. Sweating, wear big pants.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm in the big pant world now for workouts.
Yeah. It's not a risk. It's not a risk you can take, honestly. I said to Steve last night, I said, I think the left-hand side is going to scar because it's still got a scab on it.
Mine's scarred. I've got a wounded arse crack now. It's never going to look the same again.
And it was pretty.
Medieval mayhem.
Yeah. I'm fuming, if truth be told. I'm half tempted to write.
You're never gonna look at Rother Valley walks the same ever again now. Now you've got a scarred arse.
Yeah. I just thought I should share it with you all, really. I was rather upset by it. What else have I done this week? Went and saw my nan. She's moving house, so she's packing everything. She's packing everything up. So she pulled a box out. I went up to help her. She pulled a box out from underneath the bed. And she went, oh, George, I've got some Zara perfume here. It's still in cellophane. Do you want it? Oh. I went, Nan, well, yeah, that's what you think. I said, but the problem is, Emma, is that Nan last went to Zara when Zara was only international.
Oh.
When it was in Benidorm. So Nan has probably had that perfume in cellophane for, I'm going to go with 15 years. And she was like, yeah, but it'll be fine. It's still in the cellophane. I was like, that's not how life works, is it? That's just pure alcohol now. If I spray that, I can't drive home. It's fine. Just chuck it. No one's going to want that. It's not even white anymore. It's yellow packaging. Chuck it. I'll give it to charity shop. Did this pot of Dove moisturiser. Do you want this? One, Nan, that's partially used, so no. Two, everything's gone yellow.
Why do they do that?
Throw it in the bin. I'll give it to the charity shop.
They're all the same, aren't they?
The charity shop.
Honestly, like she pulled out these, like the little toy miniature cars of Land Rovers and all sorts. I was like, Nan, who the fuck did you buy them for? Oh, I bought them for your Ian, but you were never bothered about them. I was like, right, well, so that was 50 odd years ago. Can we? They can.
Why are they still in your life? Why are they still here?
I was like, why don't you just give them to the charity shop or something? She was like, well, they've never been opened. I was like, and then I started looking at some. I had to give Deborah the eyes to be like, we need to get on eBay because I think some of these are going to be worth some coin. Because Ian just never bothered with them. You know, you just have one of them days where you're like, I can't take much more of this. And then what day is it today? Tuesday. It won't have been Saturday night. I was on my arse. Sunday night, It was we'll have steak for tea, lovely. Ended up drinking 3:30 in the morning.
Whoa.
Having a kitchen party.
Oh,
Just me and
nice.
Steve. Put it this way, I drank to a point of Britney Spears' Oops, I Did It Again came on, and I did an interpretive dance to it. That's the level of drink.
We've been having Monopoly nights. So we have so we have two, like Valley comes round, obviously he lives next door, and then two of the other guys, Italian guys, come round and we play Monopoly and drink. And we do it at our place so the kids can just kind of run riot, and then last night we put the kids to bed. But yeah, and they have Hugos. So there's a drink here called a Hugo, and it is Prosecco, sparkling water, and then you put this like elderflower liqueur in it.
Ooh.
And then fresh mint, and it is the bomb. It's just like drinking pop. So I love it.
Nice.
So they cracked the Hugos out yesterday, sat in the sun, and then we played Monopoly.
Oh,
that sounds
perfect.
perfect.
Drinking, yeah. We did I didn't play yesterday. They did a German one yesterday, just because Bella was feral and everything was happening with the announcement and stuff. So I thought I'm just gonna stay near my phone. But then the day before, I did play NHL one, and I did have a drink. So yeah, it was nice.
I think that's probably going to be, it's one of those things where it's like, do I want to go out or do I just want to stay in?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, that was fun, just doing that.
Yeah, I have enjoyed that side of it.
And everyone brings drinks, and then you just
like snacks.
Nice drinks. Yeah, we had like snacks out. Yeah, and then now, as much as I am excited, when I think to like going out, queuing, jam toilets, not being able to go for a wee, paying a fortune for a drink, and then it's not been mixed right, and it tastes like shit, or they forgot a straw, or do you know what I mean? And when you're at home and you make it yourself,
why is that the worst thing ever? Like, you pay £6-7 quid for a drink, and it's just like in a warm glass. It's just too much ice. It's the worst thing in the world.
So angry, yeah. So angry. Especially when you go to places that are like really expensive, and they give you the warm glass, and you just look at them like, and they think they can say to you, well, you can't have a drink then because that's your only option. Well, no, you shouldn't be putting me in this predicament.
I'd rather not go out than like have bad drinks. First world problems.
I agree.
Are you going to come out with us, Andrew?
If I'm invited, I think I have to.
Yes.
The game's coming.
Time just laughing at me for like 5 hours straight. You'll have such a good night. Every time I go to Greece, we go to Greece, the same place every year, and one of the nights they usually the guys so we know people out there because my wife used to work out there. So like, there's the guy that owns that restaurant, the guy that owns that bar. They take me out and try and get me drunk because I don't get drunk. Like, I've never gone out and got drunk. That's never been a thing that I do. So they're like, oh, haha, let's go, and it's like fun for them to get me drunk. So the last time they did it, we went around to about 6 or 7 clubs and bars, and they got me different drinks in each one. And then we went back to one of their bars until about 2-3 in the morning. The owner of the bar just kept bringing over different shots and different drinks to me, and I didn't really think about it. I didn't really, because I was having such a good time. But like the next day it was just like for about 20 hours I was in bed, getting up, puking in the shower, because I just didn't think about it. And they were like, give him a different drink, because then you'll get even drunker. Give him a different.
Because you're on holiday as well,
so
isn't
strawberry,
it? You're on holiday
strawberry things and like all these different things.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good experience.
Why is it
so much fun
when you go on holiday? Why is it that you can just suddenly drink so much more?
I was fine.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I know.
I should died in Maga.
Get loads of.
I really struggle to get drunk on holiday.
Loads of food, I guess. Oh, loads of food and I don't know. You're not moving much, so your blood's not pumping around.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's great though, isn't it? Oh,
can't wait.
It's the best.
Can't wait.
I think that's what I'm probably
days.
most excited for is a holiday.
Yeah.
To be fair. That's that. Where as soon as you can do that and go away and it'd be normal.
I think about it all the time.
I can't wait to be able to do that.
I mean, that's why I'm making the most of our time here, because I feel really sad for the kids that like they've missed. Obviously, like Oscar's favourite thing. If you ask him, he'd have a holiday over Christmas, a family holiday. Like he loves his family holiday. He talks about it all year. And like last year, thank God. Normally, I show him the pictures of where we're going, and I'm like, look at the slides, look at this, look at that. Like, he's that kid that goes in kids club all day.
Yeah, I used to be like
he loves it. He's like, bring it on. He like stands up for everything, loves it. So yeah, but obviously ours got cancelled last year, and we're not gonna book anything yet this year. So I'm just gonna think the next. Obviously, however long we're here for, I'm kind of thinking now I might give homeschool a bit of a knock on the head and just enjoy it and just treat it a little bit like a holiday now.
I would make the most of it, doll.
Yeah, make the most of the nice weather and the like we said, the nothing on the schedule, like nothing apart from like Rob's got a few. He has to do his workouts and he has a few meetings now and again. That's about it. It's nice. Definitely. And podcasts, of course.
Well, yeah, it's the only structure we've got.
Literally.
I've got to tell you about all the nothingness I'm doing.
When are we doing them back in the shop? When are we allowed to? I guess April the...
I guess officially it will be from that April date, but the first 2 weeks they're going to be a write-off.
Yeah.
Because we are busy. But I think there's a backup plan. We will miss no episodes.
Chambersome. Just be me. Just be
Jameson.
Chambersome. Yeah.
Oh.
It would just be me on my own.
Just playing your computer games.
It's just not recorded. Talking shit.
Love it. I think we'll wrap it up, guys. It's a shorter one. We haven't got Emily, so it's actually just quite an efficient podcast for once. There's not been too much rambling or a 20-minute
short and sweet.
Or kids.
Yeah.
No kids.
Yeah. It's been nice.
Kids,
no dog. It's been peaceful, hasn't
Fuck
it?
the kids.
Weird.
Man, I don't know where man are, but it's been nice, hasn't it? Without Bella screaming.
It's been a peaceful. I feel like I've been in a spa or something. I quite like it.
It's been lovely. I know.
So thank you for listening, our dedicated followers, all 4 of you. If you like what we do, if you like what we hear, please share, please recommend, and get following us on YouTube. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye. Clap.
Nice.
Oh, 40 minutes? Still